Hello students, in our last video we show that what Gandhiji did in the court when the magistrate or the British Empire called him in the court of the British Champaran, because Gandhiji was disagree with his proposal. They offered Gandhiji, they ordered Gandhiji to leave Champaran immediately, and Gandhiji refused to leave Champaran. And for that matter, Gandhiji was called into the court. And when the magistrate told him Gandhiji, to order Gandhiji that speak a sentence or revise a sentence after 120 minutes, it means after 2 hours, session break. And then after you can get a bell. At that time also Gandhiji refused to speak a sentence. And at that time they give a bell to Gandhiji. They released him without bail. When the court convinced, the judge said he would not deliver the judgment for several days. Meanwhile, he allowed to remain at liberty. At that time, he was lived into the liberty. Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Mazrul Haq and several other prominent lawyers had arrived from the Bihar. They conferred with Gandhi what would they do if he was sentenced to prison. Gandhiji asked, "Why?" The senior lawyer replied, "They had come to advise and help him. If he went to jail, there will be nobody to advise and they would not go home." They come from the Bihar. Who came from the Bihar? The Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Mazrul Ali. They come to explain Gandhiji that if you are went into the jail, what would happen with us? Do you realize that? Did you think about that? You are our advisor, and how can we live without our advisor? What about the injustice and the sharecroppers? Gandhiji demanded. The lawyers withdrew to consult. Rajendra Prasad has recorded the upshot of their consultation. They thought amongst themselves that Gandhi was totally a stranger, and yet he was prepared to go to prison for the sake of the peasant. If they, on the other hand, being not only residents of the adjoining district but also those who claimed to have served for the peasants, should go home, it would be a shameful restriction. At that time, Gandhiji asked him that if I go home and accept their order, is it should to me? Should go home, it would be not shameful. They accordingly went back to Gandhi and told him they were ready to follow him to jail. They are said to Gandhiji that if you are not come with us, then I will come. We will come with you. The battle of Champaran is won, he exclaimed. And at that time Gandhiji said that if you come with me, at that time we already win the battle. Then he took a piece of paper and divided groups into pair and put down the order in which each pair was to court arrest. Several days later, Gandhi received a written communication from the magistrate informing him the Lieutenant Governor of Provision had ordered the case to be dropped. At that time there was an order that the case was dropped. Civil disobedience had trampled the first time in modern India. Gandhi and the lawyer now proceeded to conduct a far-flung inquiry into the grievances of the farmers. Dispositions by about 10,000 peasants were written down and notes were made on another division. Documents were collected The whole area throbbed with the activity of the investigators and the vehement protest the landlord. In June, Gandhiji was summoned to Sir Edward Waite, the lieutenant governor. Before he went, he met leading associated and again led to detail plans to civil disobedience. Why he disobeyed the civil? If he should not return, what will happen to him? He read the whole history, he read about the whole columns. Gandhi had 4 protected interviews with the lieutenant governor, who as a result appointed an official commission of inquiry into the indigo sharecroppers situation. The commission consists of landlord governor, government officials and Gandhi as the sole representative at the peasants. Gandhi remained in Champaran for an internal interpreted period for 7 months and they again several soldier visitors. The visit undertaken casually on the entirely unlettered peasant and exceptions that it would last a few days occupied almost a year of Gandhiji's life. The official inquiry assembled the crushing mountain of the evidence against the big planters, and when they showed this, they agreed, in principle, to make the refund of the peasant. At that time, they are agreed that they will be give money back to their farmers, to peasant. But how much must we pay? Gandhi asked. They asked Gandhi that how much money we will return to them. They thought he would demand return in full of the money which had illegal and deceitfully asserted from the sharecroppers. Actually, there was an idea in the mind that if he asked to them, he demanded for the whole money. And it was the sharecroppers. He asked only 50%. At that time, Gandhiji demanded only the 50%. There he seemed adamant. Writers revered Jesuit Hodge, a British missionary in Champaran, who observed the entire episode in a close range, thinking probably that he would not give way to representative of the planters, offered to refund to extent 25%. And to his amazement, Gandhi took him his word, thus breaking a dead clock. This settlement was explained the amount of unanimously by the commission. Gandhi exclaimed that the amount of the refund was less important than the fact that landlord had been obliged to surrender a part of money, and with it part of their prestige. It was not only the victory on the money, but also the victory of prestige and pride and the part of their life. Therefore, as far as the peasants were concerned, the planters had behaved as landlord above the laws. Now the peasant showed that he had rights and defense. He learned courage. Event justified Gandhiji's position. Within a few years, the British planters abandoned the estate, which reverted into the peasant. Indigo sharecropping disappeared. At that time they went. Gandhi never contacted with him in a large political or economical situations. He showed the cultural and social backwardness of the Champaran village and wanted to do something about it immediately. He appealed for the teachers, Mahadevan Desai. At that time the teacher was Mahadev Desai and the Nahari Parikh, two young men who had just joined Gandhi as his disciple, and their wives, and volunteered their work. Not only the person, the young men, but also their wives accompanied to Gandhiji as a volunteer in his work, in the social work. Several more came from the Bombay, Pune and the other district part of the land. Devdas, Gandhiji's youngest son, arrived from the ashram, and so did Mrs. Gandhi. Primary school were opened into 6 villages at that time. Kasturbai taught the ashram rule on the personal cleanliness and community sanitization. It is not like that the sanitization is going on here only in this time, in the COVID time, but also at that time the cleanliness. Health conditions were miserable at that time. Gandhi taught a doctor to volunteer his services for 6 months. 3 medicines were available: castor oil, quinine and sulfur, all quint. Anybody who showed a coated tongue was given a dose of castor oil. Anybody with malaria fever received quinine plus and castor oil. Anybody with skin eruption received ointment plus castor oil. At that kind of medicines were given at that time by the doctor. Only 3 kinds of medicines were there, and if the disease like that and that and that kind of medicine would be provided to them. Gandhi noticed it at the flip slat of the woman's cloth. He asked Kasturbai to talk to them about it. One woman took Kasturbai in her hut and said, "Look, there is no box or no cupboard here for cloth. The sari I am wearing is the only I have." During his long stay in Champaran, Gandhi kept a long distance watch in the ashram. He sent regular instruction by mail and asked the financial account. Once he wrote to resident of the at once time to fill in the old latrine trench and dig new ones, otherwise the old ones would being smell bad. The Champaran episode was turning point in the Gandhiji's life. It means we can say that Gandhiji started the social work from the Champaran. What I did, he explained, was a very ordinary thing. When somebody asked him that which kind of activity you did here, at that time he answered that I did very ordinary thing here. I declared that British could not order me about in my country. But Champaran did not begin an act of defense. It grew up the attempt of alleviate and the distress of large number of poor peasants. This was the typical Gandhi pattern. His politicals were interviewed and practical, day-to-day problem of the millennials. He was not only a loyalty and to an abstraction, it was the loyalty to living human beings. In everything Gandhiji did, moreover, he tried to mold a new free India who could stand on his feet and thus make India free. Early in Champaran action, Charles Ferrier Anderson and the English pacifists, who had become a devoted follower of the Mahatma, come to bid Gandhi farewell before going to a tour duty into the Fiji island. Gandhiji's lawyer's friend thought it would be a good idea for Andrews to stay in Champaran and help them. Andrews was willing if Gandhi agreed. If Gandhiji agreed, I will stay here and work for the people. But Gandhiji was vehemently opposed. He said, "You think that is an unequal fight? It would be helpful if we have an Englishman on our side. This shows the weaknesses of your heart. The cause is just and you must rely upon yourselves to win the battle. You should not seek a prop in Mr. Edrinson because he happens to be an Englishman." At that time, he also scolded to the person that do you want to take a help of that person? Why won't you take the help of an Englishman? You have to confident about on yourself only. It is your fight and you have to fight alonely. He had read in the minds correctly Rajendra Prasad comments and we had no reply. Gandhiji in his way taught a lesson to self-realization, to self-confidence also. Self-realization, Indian independence and help to self-erupts were all bounded together. So here we completed lesson number 5 that was written by the Louis Fisher about the Gandhiji's deed that he had done into the Champaran near the Nepal. And we also taught by this lesson that how to be self-realization on ourselves only. Have a nice day.